Hello, everyone. I'm here with Convicted to Die, Central Florida's very own metal veterans who came together in Puerto Rico but have recently reformed right here in the heart of Florida's heavy scene. Tonight, we're catching up at dahouse, and the venue has become a cornerstone in the community. So I'm wondering how you guys are all feeling to play tonight.
Oh,
Excited.
we love this
We
place.
love this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
a little sweaty, but we out here.
yeah. Specifically for
It's
me and
Florida.
Sean, back home, we did house shows. It's not something that we really did back home.
Yeah.
So when we reformed here, one of our goals was like we want to play a house show. Yeah, a lot of the legendary videos and stuff, stories that we heard from bands that we follow, they all involve a house show somewhere or somehow. So we wanted to. It was kind of like a goal for us.
Yeah, it's kind of just like something that means something
A
to
rite
your
of
heart.
passage, so to speak. Yeah.
Rite of passage. Well, it's an honor to sit down with the band that helped pave a way for so many in the local scene. And your legacy, it hits hard, and your scene hasn't changed since. So how has being back together in Central Florida been after all these years? And what has that reunion been like creatively or personally?
It's special. It's a new beginning, basically, after being out for 17 years. A lot of things have changed, especially back home. We have to pave our way and grind it to get where we at, and then start from zero again. It was completely different crowd. But it's amazing how we can just start making music again, people accepting it, people enjoying it, and get to a position that everyone's like liking it and getting back to what we used to be. It's just amazing, and at this stage of life, way better.
Yeah, I was going to say self-made growth honestly feels so much more fulfilling at times, and that kind of return carries some powerful emotions. So what does the house mean to you guys? Since you guys said this venue means so much to you all specifically, is that symbolic in any way?
Like I said earlier, it's just that it was like a rite of passage for us. It was like a goal, like an opportunity that, at least for me and him, because we all come from different places. We are both the only two ones from Puerto Rico, from the original line of the band. Kendrick came from New Jersey, Marco came from Serbia. So I don't know if they have the experience of playing house shows, but for us too, is like I said, a rite of passage. It was kind of like a small goal, but that meant like quite a
Yeah.
bit for us.
2011 was the first house show that I went. I was like 26, and I was like, "This is the good shit. I want to do this. We gotta do this again." So it was just fun. Back home, we don't have that. We play small venues, but house shows is a no go.
Yeah, back in Puerto Rico, the houses are very
Really
close to
house.
each other.
Yeah.
Everyone heard.
Yeah.
So it's definitely on the bucket list. I wonder if the neighbors will hear today. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, there's been a few times where they just walk across to the fence and listen. But no, it's cool like playing house shows again.
Oh,
I've played a few
awesome.
times already.
To
So
me, it's
fun.
the community. I don't know. We did a couple of shows here, and there's already a bunch of people that we kind of know now and see like,
Yeah.
on other shows and concerts, and you run into. So it's kind of we kind of all became friends. We kind of
It does give that community feeling more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
a
like
venue.
a family
more than a venue.
reunion. type
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
love for
Every-
music, of course.
Something that brings us all together. That's for sure. And it's clear the community has a place in your heart, and you've been a part of it for so long. So since 2004, how do you think the scene has changed over the years, and what keeps you grounded in that time?
I was a
Go
child
at it,
then.
Frank.
I was a child then. I had
A lot has changed. It's like a cycle. It's back home. I started in 99 too.
99, 2000, yeah.
Back home, it was beat down stuff, hardcore stuff. Grew up, was really violent and stuff, and then 2007 kind of slowed down. Then I moved here in 2010, and it was at its peak, and then it went down a little bit because a few venues shut down. It's just, it goes back. Like right now, there's a bunch of bands that picking up from the old stuff and bringing it back, and that's like bringing all the crowd killing. Like 10 years ago, there wasn't that much crowd killing, and then kids are now learning how to do it and then doing it. And I'm like, I'm just glad overall that that's happening again. Because my background is I grew up with a bunch of motherfuckers that used to crowd kill, and either you defend yourself or you join, and that's it. And I'm just glad that everything's getting back up and evolving, because we're always evolving.
Yeah. It's not just also like the time frame, like a different time frame, like for difference between 2004 and now. It's also that place change, because scenes vary from place to place. We have been to shows, and back home. Here we go to Alabama. This year will be our third year going to Alabama for Furnace Fest and as guests. And there's a different dynamic everywhere you go. And from what we've seen back home, though, it looks like back there's like a resurgence that's happening lately. We've seen videos or shows, and they're even more crowded. And for here, since we started a band, we've been getting involved more with the local bands instead of going just to shows of like touring bands and stuff like that. And it's been more of a first glimpse more than anything. And compared to back home, it's the fact that the Florida crowd does go pretty hard. Does go pretty hard.
Goes
That's like
harder than any of
that's like the
scenes
main
right now.
difference. Florida crowd goes pretty
100%.
hard. Yeah.
It's awesome to see that you kind of carry that with you. And staying in that power says a lot about your commitment to the music and the message that you all carry. Beyond music, are there any other forms of creative expression that have influenced you or played a huge role in your journey?
For me personally, yes, I'm also a graphic designer, tattoo artist. So our like visual art is something that definitely influenced. We both are huge horror movie fans, so that's a big influence. Like
kids.
one of our shirt designs is based off Day of the Dead, a movie from like 1985. One of our songs has quotes from that movie, and it's actually about a zombie apocalypse. So, so it I guess horror movies is the other main influence to the band besides other bands.
Wow, like a fantasy in the reality.
Oh,
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of the older songs. The newer ones are more based on reality. Like I feel like we got, since we're older, we have had more life experiences, so now we have more of a point of view that we're writing from.
Well, it's always cool to see how different forms of expression influence another, but within the scene, things obviously shift. So I'm super curious. Do you feel like anything in Central Florida is often taken for granted, whether it's people, venues, or the spirit of the show?
The spot was taken for granted. One of the best local venues that we had the opportunity to play in. It was a community. Everyone got along. Bands would go in and play and no problem at all. And it's just that place you can express yourself, no problems at all. And then it just went away.
We don't have it anymore. I mean, you feel it.
You feel it. Yeah, you feel it. There's not that many venues, and I've been here 15 years, and a bunch of venues have caught off and then closed, and it affects the community and the hardcore scene overall. Yeah. Because you don't have that spot to play, so you have to move. Promoters have to book somewhere else, and it's like over 21. Most of the new kids now are like 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds that are trying to go to shows, and if it's not all ages, that it's not the same. Yeah. So the spot was.
Yeah, and we a couple of the pioneer bands that were playing the spot, like Fortitude, Power Play, they mentioned it, like, protect this venue, protect places like this, because it allows bands and the scene and the people that like to go to the shows, it allows it all to grow, right? And we were talking about that, like, when you have pioneer people, like older generations saying that, they've been through this, they know what's up. So, like, listen to that and cherish this. And it's gone now. And if you feel it, because before it was like at least once a month, you knew you were going to be at the spot for one show here, like, regardless of touring bands or local bands. You were going at least once a month. Now it's like, wherever are we gonna go next? Because there's a couple of venues.
Yeah, but it's
you
not
know?
it's not the same. Not
Yeah.
the same vibe. I mean, they have like open Coco now. Booking shows down there. Hopefully it
brand
picks
new.
up and it's a brand new venue. So hopefully that picks up and becomes one of the houses for all of the bands to play.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like anyone that was lucky enough to go there, they feel that remorse in their heart, like you're saying. So it's definitely something special if you're able to go there while you had the chance. That's something a lot of people don't say out loud either, and I feel like putting yourself out there matters so much in that sort of way. So, do you feel like that sort of pressure influences people at times?
You go first. You go first.
I, well, I don't know how to put it, but like the sort of pressure. What do you mean?
Like, there's so much work that goes into putting into great venues, the energy
Yes.
behind the shows, and something to be ripped away from you like that, like you said, you have to rebuild so much at sometimes, and other
Yeah.
people aren't always able to see
Yeah.
that work on the behind.
Yes, definitely. It does put up certain amount of pressure on the people that are actually putting in the work, mostly the bands, because we just
Yeah.
want to play. So now we have one less place to play. You know what I mean? And it's just doing it. We just want to do it. We just want to play. And some people have either because they have connections, maybe they haven't had to hustle too
the
much,
way
too
up, the
hard
way up.
to get the either the recognition or like the amount of people that know about them and follow their music and whatnot. So they probably do not feel that pressure. But everybody else, they actually are using the money they make by working, because at this point nobody's making money off of this.
No.
So we have to use our own money to make it all happen. It does put some kind of pressure. Like you want to see some kind of fruit, even if it is like just having a new person say, "Oh, I heard your music and I liked it."
Yeah.
Even if it is that.
Yeah. People showing up to see your band, people with shirts of your band, it means a lot, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it's just that the grind that we have to put to be able to play and all the stuff. And when venues shut down, like you have to get another promoter involved. There's so many of them, sketchy ones, and then it's just a restart, and it's hard. It's hard. So
Well, definitely giving a look into the behind the scenes will help a lot of people out, I'm sure. So thank you for being so honest about that. It's something a lot of people don't say, but I feel like since it matters, the pressure definitely comes through the music too. So have any outside opinions or pressures shaped your perspective in any way? And from the early days to now, even in yours playing, how has that changed?
Yes, I would say yes. Like we musically, at least, we have focused a little bit more on like heavier stuff and simpler, basically straight to the point, and a little bit less on the harmonies and melodic stuff and whatnot.
Techie stuff too.
Yeah, we reduced that quite a bit, because I don't know, it feels kind of like ain't nobody got time for that right now.
yeah, getting old.
I mean,
That's
music
how
is
it
always
goes.
an expression of what we're going through at that moment, probably,
That's
and
true.
those ideas come out of like that. So it can be the outside influence, the inside influence. So it can be from anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the things where like we're focusing more on maybe simplifying the songs, less melodic, but we are actually focusing more on the lyrics part of
Yeah.
it than we did 20 years ago. Right now, we write them, we send them back and forth, and we're like, what is this song gonna actually talk about? Like, what is the point of view for this song? And even the name for the song is a struggle sometimes, because
Yeah.
we're like, what about this? No.
We
What
go
about
back.
that? No. What about this? And it's like that outside influence of like stuff that has either happened in the world, back home, to us personally, that we feel like we actually want to make a point out of. So we focus on that, and the music we are kind of like trying not to make it less pretentious, so to speak.
Well, with so much going on everywhere, I feel like it's so good that you guys have people you can trust in such a tight-knit group where you guys are all able to stay together. It's powerful to see you guys grow through that, and your newest single speaks so directly. It's Ablation of the Cancer You Are.
This next song is called Ablation of the Cancer That You Are. We released it like 2 weeks ago. Hope you guys enjoy it. Smoke some shit.
It pulls no punches and calls people out who play the victim while actually causing harm. Trusting in community is a huge thing. Could you talk a little bit about what inspired that message and why it felt important to put into words now?
It was inspired by a couple of things. Personal experience with people that grow apart, and then they always try to say like a version of a story, of the story of what happened, that makes them out to be like a victim somehow. But you know, when at our age, you've been around long enough, around people long enough, that they know that you're kind of like bullshitting them, you know. And more recently, inspiration for it was people who use shows and bands to kind of like
Get advantage of
monetize.
them.
They take advantage of it and make, even if it is a little, some kind of money out of it, while everybody else is actually putting in the work for it.
Yeah.
So, and then if you call them out, they play the victim, just like the band says, and try to blame the bands, which are the ones actually putting in the work of actually making the music, carrying the equipment, playing the shows, making
Driving
merch
and
and
all that
whatnot.
stuff.
And other people that are actually like you guys, like out there, like actually going out there and doing something besides just putting their name on a flyer, have everybody else do their work for them, and then catch in on it, and everybody else sees just like a tiny little bit of it that doesn't even help to cover the gas for what they drop for the month, that this is the drive, or this, what they spend and what they're actually doing.
Right, because there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that
yeah.
you feel like you'd want everyone to be so equal in that.
Oh yeah.
Just to play
So-
like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Just to literally play 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes, yeah.
Yeah, so and it's like it's the fact that it's you're not just doing that, but you're also trying to, the people who actually are making the content that it makes a show, the music, you're trying to put them down one way or another. So that was like the most recent inspiration that we were like, you know, the song kind of applies to that. Let's put a little bit of that into it, into the lyrics and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel like when you said the MO, it was such a funny lyric because people that understand it really get to the heart of it.
Yeah, we all know that one person that is making up always stories, and everybody else around like rolling their eyes like, oh, here they go again, you know. Like we like they look at the other person like, don't worry, we know they're bullshitting or something like that.
Yeah, well,
You're not gonna get me.
it's so hard to see that everywhere you go, I'm sure. But that kind of honesty really gives something for people to hold on to, and I think everyone will appreciate that. So now that you've seen so many newer artists coming up, what stands out to you? And does it spark any creativity inside of you?
It's not easy, these new kids. Let me tell you something. Catching up with them it's hard. Right now, what's it called? No Heart Left. They play at the Dirty South Fest, and they're going at it. Like
Yeah.
I saw them, and it was a flashback. Like I went back in 2004, pick a band, brought it back now.
And they're doing it like well from the get-go.
Artie's band.
It was emotional because like that was us 20 years ago, and seeing that they're like, you're going at it. And they said the same thing like, you guys are us 20 years from now, and I'm like, that's wholesome.
At that point where it's like it's almost a cycle. Like we go from like that metalcore, melodic like deathcore, and then it goes to like progressive, gent, whatever. And now it's like hardcore, and now it's beatdown, and then we're going back. It's really cool to see.
Funny thing, before we were the melodic metalcore stuff,
Yeah.
we were just plain hardcore.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah,
Straightforward.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see that cycle just go in. Like there's like a bunch of kids now. Like it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, that mutual respect across generations is honestly what keeps the scene alive at times. So speaking in experience, I feel like that definitely shapes who you are. So could you shout out any places that you might have traveled or played at that left a lasting mark on your creative journey?
What do you think? First, yes, spot again. Once again, the spot.
Yeah.
Back home, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, back home.
When we did our reunion show, our first show, 17 years after, which was last
April
year,
last
was
year.
back home, and all our friends from back then showed
We
up.
saw people we haven't seen in 20 years.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
insane.
it was like a family reunion, literally. So that back home will always like we want to go back. We want to go play a show
probably go
there
back next
eventually.
year and then play again.
But we all have to like all the schedules need to
Right.
like synchronize for that to happen. But that's plays. Havoc. I'm sure we're gonna have great shows
We're gonna
there.
have a great time there.
I'm sure we're gonna have really good shows there. Where else?
For me, it's been Orlando, since I'm from like Jersey and stuff. A lot of my friends are from New York too, so like New York was definitely a staple, at least for when I've been growing up throughout the scene and stuff like that. So shout out Monarch, shout out Meadows, out in Brooklyn. But yeah, coming down here, it was just Orlando. I think it reminded me a lot of back home, like with like how violent shows are and how people like dance and like even the bands too. Like obviously there's differences, but like it was so alike with the energy that I think that's what like really stuck with me. So
Yeah.
I like staying here.
Shout out to the homies back
How
home.
about back in Europe?
100%.
How about back in Europe? Do you have like a place that you love playing at?
Oh, well, I mean the memorable place, because that was the question. So
Yeah.
Exit Festival, that was for me. That was the biggest one that we did. But locally, I don't know. In Serbia, it's kind of different. All of the places are kind of small, and there are good memories, mostly tied to the venues we played. And some of them are still active to this day. So, and the scene kind of changed there a lot ever since I left. So it's even not the same people, not the same. A lot of bands kind of disbanded. So it's kind of sad, and I'm hoping that this resurgence, because here is also happening, a lot of the older bands are resurging, that it'll come back there. But yeah, out of all places that I play there, to me the Exit Festival, because it's like a big fortress that you play in, and so it was a big setup, and a lot of like small bands managed to get on that stage, and that was a great.
And they play there with like international names too, like
Right. Right.
Yeah, they give us a spot for like local bands from Serbia to play with traveling big name artists. Like the Prodigy has headlined that festival a lot, and they go everywhere from like more commercial bands to like literal hardcore, like Walls of Jericho played it.
Walls of Jericho. Yeah, a lot of like popular like hardcore bands. I can't remember now. I put them on the spot, but I can't remember.
Your
now.
band, Violent Chapter. That's the
Violent
most
Chapter,
important
yeah.
one.
Violent
The
Chapter.
chapter, yeah, at the time. And but yeah, just memories, pretty good memories. People. That's mostly what I gravitate towards, like as far as the memorable concert and place. It doesn't matter. It can be like in the shed behind. It can be,
Yeah.
it can be like a porter potty. I would be happy like
With the right people, you could watch paint
Exactly.
dry. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
For
definitely.
sure. So, before we wrap up, do you want to shout out any other band or younger artist that's been catching your attention lately?
If we don't mention someone, please forgive us. It's just
even if it's
whoever
your
comes,
favorite.
comes
So
first
many
to our mind.
I'll say from back home,
Gangrenesia,
Gangrenesia,
Hide the Body.
Hide the Body, Burning Words, Cold Times. There's a bunch of bands back home that just put in the work right now.
Ex Mutiny from
Ex-Mutiny from
Pennsylvania.
Philly.
Omnifarian from back home too.
Yes.
Anyone from Jersey?
There you go, bro.
I'm trying to think right now. I'm put on the spot because I haven't even kept up with anything.
I mean,
really.
local also, like all the homies like
Shoot,
Bang Out,
Yeah, Bang
Playground
Out,
Drug
yeah.
Dealer, Instigator. We're finally gonna get to see them.
Yes.
We played together like a couple times, but
When the
it's been
sky
like
was
it's
open.
The sky was open. So good.
Who else from a local? Like we've been playing a lot lately.
Dude, Drosera's insane.
Drosera, yeah.
Yeah, the
Power
Sarah
Play,
fucking
shout out to the
rips.
homies.
Oh, Power Play,
Play.
Fortitude, yeah.
Yeah.
They've
There's a
been
bunch of
very
bands.
cool to us.
1050's
and-
back. I'm really happy about that. One of the first bands that impressed me when I moved here was 1050F. I love it.
Wow, so the people really do make a difference in the community per se. Just leaving a memorable mark, making sure everyone gets the credit where due deserve.
100%.
So, is there anything you'd like to leave with the people that are watching or probably coming to future shows?
Mosh hard.
Yes.
Don't be a bitch. Just take the hit and swing the other way. It's
Yeah.
never personal. You'll know when it's personal. Though.
Start a band,
Yes.
make music,
Yeah.
Definitely
express
start a
yourself.
fucking band.
Like our friend Jose said, don't quit.
Don't
Don't
quit.
quit.
Don't quit.
Don't
And if you
quit.
can't even start a band, if you're not musically inclined, do photography.
Do something for the scene.
Do graphic
Drawing,
design,
like,
something.
you-
Interviews too. Like it's just like it helps the community so much.
Yeah,
It really brings out
media,
everything,
definitely.
so.
Like there's whatever you do, you can definitely bring something into the scene if you want to do it. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
we're all doing this because we love it. We're trying to overcome a lot of challenges like, through our lives, like physical,
Definitely.
like mental work.
The drummer
Right.
going MIA for a week, bro.
But right,
I plead the fifth. No comment. No comment.
but it's the love. It's the love for this form of art
Yeah,
and for the music,
definitely.
and just it's our release and our like energy. Like I don't know. It's like how we express ourselves and figure out a way how to express ourselves. Young bands should do that too and just enjoy it. And all the kids that are not thinking about playing, start recording. It's
Yeah.
easier than ever to start. It's like more accessible. Everyone can record nowadays. Good, decent sounding recordings. Just have fun.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
It's definitely way easier than it was 20 years ago. So if you want to do it, you'll find a way. So that definitely, even if it is for shits and giggles, for fun, it's gratifying somehow. Like it's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, come in with respect and you'll be respected for sure. There's a lot of people that are new and come in thinking they know like everything. I'm sure everyone knows that one person, but
Oh yeah.
there's always someone. It's no one specific. But
Assess
it's
the
just, yeah,
situation
just-
before you take any action.
Yeah, assess the situation.
Feel the
like,
waters.
like it's just like stuff like that. And even for like the old heads, like for me, it's like seeing new people come in. It's like you kind of have that like gatekeeping emotion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this guy doesn't know anything.
But also, you
I
want the
think-
shows to be empty.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's both sides. Don't come in like knowing everything, and the other one be more accepting to new heads coming in, because that's what's keeping like the whole scene alive. And I feel like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
all
for
what
sure.
a lot of people fail to see. So
Awesome. Well, I thank you guys so much for sharing your voice with me, and just being able to sit down with you guys and be so open really means a lot to the community too, I'm sure, because you guys laid down some serious business. through it all, from Puerto Rico to Central Florida, their journey speaks volume, and you've left an imprint that a lot of people look up to. So your presence is a gift. It's a reminder of growth, grit, and integrity in this scene. So catch them live soon, and this band has something real to say, and they say it loud. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you so much. And
Thank you.
how do you feel after playing at the spot?
At the spot, at
Yes.
this spot, we fucking love it. Yeah, and we and we feel like
It's just too hot.
Yeah, it was a hot night.
we're sweating. That's how we feel.
I'm sweating. It hurts. Okay?
Hurts my soul.
Fucking hot.
But it's fucking great.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. Let's do this shit.